From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very solid gain of 27. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
But in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lance now on 1st down. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella? It got his man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part. Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. At the 25-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. 7-7. To throw again on second down. Brady caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. 14, Washington 7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 23 yards, the final tally. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Brady again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Lance now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Lance slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Lance again.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Throw left side, complete to Foster. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Thomas brings it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now Lance.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Lance looks to throw again.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Again, it's Lance. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Brady now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. On play action, now Brady. Flush to his right. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jones has it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Fournette again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And Lance now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington has taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch twist. Watch.
On first down, Lance. He gets it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check 52.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Open man, here's Foster. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Hey, check flag 45. Check flag 45. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 45 is the mark. What we got? What we got?
And Lance going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Brown. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Brady. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Gets this to Gibson. And he spins through. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's good for Washington. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Brown has the first down and much more. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.